This is a Nekko Media podcast.
What's your pleasure, sir?
Welcome to the first Cinebite of the year. I'm your host, Annika P. Cinderella Hellborn. Looks like you'll be getting a lot of these in the coming months. Hope 2017 is turning out to be the year you want it to be. Well, Mox and Ono talk on the newest film by the twisty Indian guy, M. Night Shyamalan. Yeah. Well, listen to what these boys had to say. The Slashtag configuration.
Alright, welcome to Cinebite /tag configuration. Today we're going to be talking about the new film Split. Written and directed by M. Night Shyamalan.
Ironically enough, we are split on our vote.
Ooh. Split movie is PG-13. It's about almost 2 hours. And this is more of a horror-ish film.
I feel it's psychodrama.
Psychodrama?
It's a psychological drama. There's no horror.
Drama, thriller.
Thriller.
Yeah.
If that. Yeah. Slow-paced thriller. But yeah. So break down the plot, I guess, in the simplest terms, not the shot by shot.
Oh yeah. Okay. Brief summary of the movie. 3 girls are kidnapped by one James McAvoy, who is suffering from identity disorder.
Yeah. Dissociative identity disorder,
and
or
it's
multiple personality.
Multiple, as in 23 different personalities.
Yeah, that ties the real record, I think, almost.
Yeah. And so they're kidnapped, and he's suffering through all these different identities while holding these 3 girls captive. And so they have to find a way to escape because supposedly a 24th identity is about to unleash.
You are meat for the beast.
Oh yeah. So that's basically it. Yeah.
That's from Nightbreed. That's not from Split, by the way.
That's not from The Village. No. But the movie stars James McAvoy.
Yep.
Anya Taylor-Joy.
The girl from Morgan and Vivitch.
Vivitch, or The Witch. Haley Lou Richardson.
Or as I like to call it, an hour 45 I'll never get back.
And Jessica Sula.
Was that the brunette girl?
Yeah.
With the booty?
Yeah. There are some shots where like, oh, is this Nicki Minaj's like little sister?
I know. I was like, damn. I know it's horrible, but damn. And on that big ass screen though.
Right. And we also have Betty Buckley as the Dr. Karen Fletcher. I think she was in The Happening.
Oh God. Yeah, she was that one crazy lady that they stopped by randomly and kept asking him weird questions, right?
Yeah.
It's like, are you here to kill me? Then Mark's like, what? Why would you think that?
Yeah, that's her. But yeah, so the Split. I'm a big M. Night Shyamalan fan. And so
I am a resurging fan with The Visit, which I really loved, and I felt he was free from the constraints of the gimmicky studio ploys that wanted him to just everything is a humongous twist.
Right.
Although the Visit did feature a twist, but it was subtle, it was realistic, and it was pretty scary.
Like, how is this scary in compared to Split?
Oh, Split was not scary at all. But like you said, it could have been due to the teenage audience cracking up a storm and shit, which was fine. Some parts are really ridiculous.
Yeah, some parts is fun, yeah.
James McAvoy really plays it up. He's kind of hilarious.
Really good performance. Even though he's has 23 or so
we only
personality.
focus on like a main, 5, 6?
Yeah, I say maybe 6, 7, yeah. About the Barry, Jade, Hedgewick, Patricia Dennis. Yeah, maybe 6, 7. The Beast. Right. The supposed new personality. But the film starts off at a party at a restaurant, and
for that main hot girl who's good at gymnastics from the Bronze with the thick thighs.
And she and then that's when they're kidnapped. And he does it so, like, just out of nowhere. Like then the movie starts already.
Yeah, so I like that. The
Yeah.
pacing was good on that.
Yeah, it just starts right away almost. And then there are like I think M Night Shyamalan does this to like kind of throw you off. He'll have like a little subplot like that. I think sometimes you think it's supposedly parallels with the main storyline.
Oh,
And
the
then-
flashbacks?
Yeah, and it ends up like not really being pertinent at all. Like just to I think explain one little minor detail.
It was a character subplot that didn't do anything for the overall film.
Yeah,
or
I
story.
think it kept with the creepiness and the dark tones. So, and you're like, I'm always thinking, where is this gonna lead? And like,
Actually, I think the flashbacks is a worse story than the current story.
like worse than like
All the beast wants to do is eat you. What the
okay.
uncle did.
oh,
I'd rather be eaten alive
yeah, like emotionally.
than be done.
Well-
And physically too, son. They
Well-
didn't show it, but it's inferred.
You think, okay, now that I'm thinking of it, they both suffer McAvoy and Taylor Joy.
Yeah. What's her name in the movie? I want to
Casey.
say Sarah. Casey.
Yeah,
That's
and
a good name.
they both suffer traumatic
Yeah.
scenarios as children.
Yeah.
Where one kind of it actually damages him so much that he becomes
Well, he grew up basically with Mommy Dearest.
Mommy Dearest and developed all these different personalities. And I think that's what they mentioned that's when Dennis first appeared.
Yeah, when he was 2
Whereas-
years old.
Casey, nothing. She's got maybe just a
She has a stronger constitution than Kevin. Kevin is the main character, the main
Yeah.
personality played by James McAvoy. But maybe that's because her abuse started later in life. He was fractured at such a young age.
interesting. Now I just realized, just that kind of parallel, and that kind of
Well, I mean, it plays into the ending, which is anticlimactic as shit. But
yeah. This is not the twist ending you'd expect at an M Night Shyamalan movie.
well, even the payoff for the fact that they're both kind of kindred souls in the sense that they are broken and hurt, which also makes them the better people in the eyes of the beast for whatever reason.
Interesting. Yeah, like I'm just realizing that now. Like that's got to be a major. Like has to play. It has to go much more deeper than that. I mean, whereas this was just pretty much wire, like Mommy Dearest wire hanger though. No more wire hangers, right?
Yeah.
But that's
like
what
the main
she's-
scene, right?
He's supposedly abusing him with, and then Casey's got a. She was about. Well, she had a shotgun, but didn't do anything with that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But it is definitely a slow burn kind of movie.
Super slow burn, and the payoff isn't really worth all the
Yeah.
effort and attention that you put into it. I mean, that's just on our first viewing, you know.
Yeah, but it does get intense, and you're kind of rooting for these girls because there are definitely a few escape attempts.
There are. They started off cleverer than they actually turned out to be, I thought.
All right, and McAvoy's some of
I
his.
didn't really want them to escape at all.
You did it.
Nah.
Oh yeah, and it's.
I mean, they did not for me, they did not cross that boundary and bring me into wanting them to survive. Just being a teenage little girl is not enough for me to want you to survive in fiction.
Oh, and we gotta say, M. Night does make appearance in this movie again.
Yeah.
I like this one.
I like this one too. He makes a joke of himself a little bit, like he's the building's maintenance landlord guy or whatever, reviewing the security footage, and then the doctor makes a joke that he's gotten fat
Sure, he's like the
and that he
Buddha.
doesn't pay attention to details.
Yeah, he's got a thing for chicken wings.
It's a little better than his appearance in Lady in the Water, where like he was the prophet who's gonna write this book that changes the world.
I liked him in that one. Like he had like a much like a larger role in that
He
one.
did, but it was pompous. But I did like that movie. That movie is more creepier than this movie.
Yeah, but yeah. Shout out to James McAvoy for awesome.
He's just on it though.
Yeah, he is on it. Yeah.
Although Was I brought fully in by his performance? No, but that could just be the way it was shot, filmed, or depicted. Do I feel it's an Oscar-worthy performance? No.
No. It's late in the race already. They got the nominations.
Well, he could be for next year, but no, he won't.
But yeah, I think for its sort of intense parts, kind of it drives the story, and you're just so curious of, I mean, how's this gonna all end for a guy with a split
that's the main driving
personality
point. How would this
disorder.
end? What's the twist?
Yeah.
Or what's
like
what's
surprise
the
me, shock me, M. Night shock me, but unfortunately we don't get.
Well, maybe the whole shocking thing is that there is no twist, really.
No, it has to explain everything. I like how, like in Unbreakable, he does explain, like at the end, like he kind of fills in some plot holes. It's like, maybe I was kind of expecting that, or
Hated
like
Unbreakable.
A village ending.
Okay, I hate that. I hate that about his movies.
Yeah, or like the happening where it's not some kind of man-made government ordeal. The plants are fighting back.
Yeah, that was his fuck you movie to the studios. He was just like, you want a twist, motherfuckers? Watch this. I'm going to make a movie about plants.
But I think maybe on the second viewing, it might be more understanding. But it's not your big typical twist M. Night ending.
It's not. And, on first viewing, it doesn't offer much in the way of new information about the disorder or really a new framing of it. I feel like it attempts it, but it falls flat. It's not a real good characterization because they don't give you enough of the meat of any one character to really go on it.
Oh, yeah, to kind of care.
Yeah.
Except for the one, Taylor-Joy. I mean, with the flashbacks.
Well, to me, that was a cheap one.
Yeah.
There really was a cheap one that didn't... I don't know.
Yeah, it's true. Like, yeah, we don't dive. We just... It's more Kevin, or... I think he's buried the most of the time.
So I feel it fails as a horror, and it fails as, a clinical look. I feel it fails as, a character-driven drama.
But I'd say if you're an M. Night fan, go for it.
Well, if you're a real M. Night fan, I mean, as far as his stylings and his way of doing things, then yeah, you'll like that. You'll find all of those stuff that you like. But if you're a fan of just the big twist endings and leaving the theater being like, what the fuck? I feel you will be disappointed.
I say you'll watch CC.
No watch CC. Split.
Split?
This is a Nekko Media podcast.